Hey guys, it's Jessie. Welcome to Real Girl Guide. So I have spent all week being snowed into my house. We had a snowstorm come through Tuesday night and it didn't get above freezing all day Wednesday, and for most of Thursday it's been like 15 or 16 degrees. It's been fucking freezing. But finally it's thawed out a little bit. It's finally getting a little bit warmer, thank God. So I am ready to do some makeup today. While I've been sick and snowed in, I have been spending a lot of time on Instagram, and I have become slightly obsessed with Mama Mitchell on Instagram. I think his work is amazing and he does amazing Instagram photos. And so I kind of want to recreate that kind of style of eyeshadow today. It's kind of bold, colorful, and crazy. But after being snowed in all week, I'm ready for a little bit of color besides white. So that, I think, is what we're going to do today. I just feel like going a little crazy because I've been sick, I've been snowed in, and I've been cooped up, and I am just like ready to explode. So I figure I will let that out, be creative on my eyeballs. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start by moisturizing my lips with my EOS Balm. This is the Peppermint Cream. If you watch my videos, you know that I normally use my EOS Crystal, and that had a very unfortunate accident at the end of the year. I went to open it to use it, and it like broke and went flying, and so it went in the trash. It was really disappointing. I've had like 5 or 6 of these, like the regular balm ones, and never had anything like that happen before, so I don't know if it was just like a crystal issue or what, but yeah. So I'm gonna start by priming my eyes with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light, and I'm gonna take my little Morphe M224, and I am just and then I'm just gonna set that with a little bit of powder so that when I go in with eyeshadow, it has something to blend into. Okay, we're gonna do a really big, blown out, crazy eyes. I'm gonna start with this shade, I think that's called Exposed. I'm reading it backwards, but that shade right there in my Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette. I don't know why I enjoy saying that name so much, but I do. Okay, and I'm just going to really get that in there. I don't know why, it's really weird and uncharacteristic of Morphe, but for some reason, these shades in this palette are like not the same color when you put them on that they are in their pans. Like this is way more pink, and I thought it was going to be kind of like purpley pink. But it is definitely pink. I'm keeping this very high above my crease, but I'm also shaping it. I'm making a circle so I keep kind of the shape of my eye. Like so. And I'm using this little Sonia Kashuk 116 brush because it's a little denser, so it helps pack that color in. I realize this looks like clown makeup right now, but hopefully it won't at the end of this. Next, I'm gonna go into my Juvia's Place Zulu palette and pick up this purple shade right here. Because really my thought was to make this more purple than quite so pink. Okay, so next I want to deepen it up even more with the MAC shade Sketch. This is one of my favorite colors, and I think that this will start to kind of tone down the craziness that we've got going on. Let's bring this back to reality a little bit. There we go, that's more what I had in mind. Little more purpley. Okay, and next I'm gonna go into Makeup Geek Corrupt. I just wanna darken that kind of outside part a little bit more. I think this is gonna be the last color I go in with for right now. I just wanna make sure that that outside is nice and dark, so I have that gradient going on. And I'm really not worried with how messy this is over here because I'm gonna go in with a makeup wipe when I'm done and clean that up before I move on. That is one of the beautiful things about doing your eyes before your foundation. Is you can just go ham on that outside, you can just blend out all you want, and then you can just take it away. To clean up this top area right here, which still has a lot of that bright pink that I want to tone down a little bit, I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek Cupcake. And this is just going to help diffuse that line and blend it out a little bit more and tone it down just a little bit. Aren't we looking gorgeous? Okay, so now that I'm happy with how this is all starting to look, I'm gonna go in with more of my concealer and cut out that eyelid. And I really want to keep this on my eyelid. I don't want to take it up high. So I'm looking straight ahead into a mirror and just putting this in there. Next, I'm just gonna set over where I put that concealer with Makeup Geek Mirage. I wanna bring some dark blue into this, so I'm gonna go into this little L'Oreal quad that I have and pick up that dark shade. I would use the indigo color in my 39A palette, but as I discovered in my last video, it is really light and I really want like a dark navy color. And so I'm just packing that into the outer corner. I'm also gonna take a little tiny brush, put that in my inner corner as well, creating kind of a halo eye. And for the center of my lid, for an obvious pop of sparkle, I'm gonna go in with the Stila Magnificent Metal Shimmer and Glow shade Grace. And then I'm just taking the little concealer brush and using that to kind of blend this out, the little edges. Okay, and then I'm just gonna pick up more navy and just blend that out. And then I'm gonna go over top with a little bit more Grace to make that really pop. Okay, so I finished up my eyes off camera. Basically, I just went back into every color that I use and blended it out a little bit more. And I took a makeup wipe and cleaned up all the fallout under my eyes because there was a lot of that going on. Okay, to start on my face, I'm gonna prime with my NYX Pore Filler. And for foundation, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Superstay Foundation in the shade Natural Beige. And I'm gonna try this out today with a beauty blender. I used it with a brush in my last video, but I wanna see how we do with the beauty blender. I'm so happy to finally be feeling so much better. I finally have pretty much stopped coughing. I'm still coughing a little bit, but not nearly as bad as I was. I can't believe that it has taken me more than 2 full weeks to feel like a normal human being again. It's just crazy. Yes, this foundation shade is a little dark and orange on my skin. I'm not sure how that happened because I'm pretty sure that I use natural beige in the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. So this is definitely too dark for me right now, but I have not been able to run out to Ulta and pick up a lighter shade. So I just feel like playing with this foundation today. I'm not really going anywhere, so I'm not too concerned. Just don't pay attention to the paleness of my neck. I'm just gonna be like, oh. Next, I'm gonna go in with concealer. I'm back into my Shape Tape. And since this foundation is a little darker than my natural skin tone, I'm gonna go a little heavier with the concealer. Just to tone it down a little bit. So I want to kind of put my 2 cents in on this YouTube rule change that everybody is kind of freaking out about the last couple of days. I've seen this all over. I'm a member of a couple groups on Facebook, and if you're new to my channel and you found me through Facebook, hey, what's up? But everyone yesterday morning, I guess, started freaking out because a lot of people got a email saying that unless you have like 4,000 hours of watching a year and like 1,000 I don't even know if it was subscribers, now I can't remember what exactly it was, but you're gonna be demonetized. And everyone started freaking out and trying to get subscribers and views and I don't know, rally the troops or whatever yesterday. So here's my thing. You know, I've been on YouTube for just over a year now. I've put out my videos and I've watched my numbers, like I keep an eye on my numbers, and maybe I obsess over it a little bit too much. If you watched my honest thoughts on my first year on YouTube video, you know, I touched on this a little bit and how it's kind of frustrating to see other people who don't have as much content and don't put out as much content as frequently have more followers and more views and stuff like that. But really, when it comes down to it, the kind of epiphany that I've had in the last 24 hours or so, watching everybody kind of melt down from this, is that I'm not really in it for the money, obviously. I mean, I have made less than $1 in a year on YouTube. I don't think I really ever was truly monetized. And really what I'm doing is just putting out content that I'm happy with. It's really for me to have something that I enjoy doing and I put out. If I get subscribers, if I get views, you know, that's great, obviously. But it's not really the reason that I'm doing this. And I really realized this once again in watching everybody kind of freak out about this yesterday. And so I think I'm really gonna stop checking numbers altogether. That's what it made me realize, is I really just wanna put out content that I'm happy with. I wanna interact with people who are like-minded and have the same interests as me and wanna talk about fun stuff like makeup. Makeup is supposed to be fun. YouTube is supposed to be fun. For me, it's fun to make videos and sit here and just talk, even if I'm talking to myself. It's fun to just sit here for, you know, an hour or so, play with some makeup, shoot the shit, and just do this. And, you know, if you're putting out content that you're happy with and you put it out when you want it to, and you do your thing, I feel like the other things will come. And so that's really what my focus is going to be on, is just putting out videos of things that I would want to watch. I feel like all these YouTubers are doing kind of the same thing, the same product reviews. They're all being sent the same products and using the same stuff and kind of doing the same thing. And my goal has kind of always been to not do what everybody else was doing. And obviously those people have millions of followers and they're getting sent free stuff, so I don't fall into that category. But I just kind of want to keep rolling along, doing my thing. So yeah, that's my thoughts. That's where I'm at. To set underneath my eyes and brighten that up a little bit more, I'm gonna go into my MAC Patrick Star powder. Okay, so in order to save this from being an hour-and-a-half long video, I did some things off camera. I filled in my brows, I put on some eyeliner, and I popped on my Flutter Intoxicating lashes because when you have crazy dramatic eyeshadow, you got to have crazy dramatic eyelashes. For my lower lash line, first I'm gonna take a flat definer brush and go back into that Sketch shade and just put that in along my lash line. And then I'm just gonna blend that out with more of the Cupcake shade. I'm also gonna go in with a little bit of that Black Corrupt shade just in the very outer corner of my lower eye. Once again, just to kind of tie the top and the bottom together. Okay, so I finished up my eyes with some black eyeliner and mascara on my lower lash line. Thankfully, since I am feeling better, I was actually able to do that today. I was not in my last video, my eyes just watered like crazy, but clearly, finally, I am feeling better. To bronze up my face, I'm gonna use my Elizabeth Mott Whatup Beaches bronzer. I don't know yet what I'm gonna call this video, but I'm thinking Dreaming of Spring. I'm just gonna use bright springtime colors in the hopes that spring will be here soon. Because I am tired of winter. For blush, I'm gonna use the Ofra Cosmetics Rose Blush. For highlight, I'm gonna use the Balm Mary Luminizer. For my lips, we're gonna keep this crazy train rolling on. I have had this NYX Suede Amethyst lip liner for a while. I used it as eyeliner in a video a while back, but I've been kind of wanting to play with it, and today seems like the perfect opportunity since I got so much purple going on up here. With this kind of eye look, you could also do a nude lip, a baby pink lip, a bright pink lip, fuchsia lip, really whatever you want. I think I'm gonna go in with the purple liner today. I'm just feeling it. Oh yeah. Over top of that, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of MAC Blankety, which is a really nude shade. Okay, and then I went over top of that with my Revlon Supernatural lip gloss. Okay, and here's the finished look. I liked the purple lip that I used originally, but I decided it was a lot of look for what we had going on here, so I decided to change that up with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Androgyny Liquid Lipstick, which I really like with this look. I feel like it makes it a little more wearable. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.